Welcome everybody to day 30. Can you imagine? 30 days since we began building the flight booking engine. Slowly by slowly, we're moving towards our goal. Who knows what it will be like on day 60. All right, so let's move on and continue building. So yesterday, we're trying to work on the on the orders, but I got tired. So yes, no more being human. But today I want to continue to have some success with this. So just to show you what we have done so far in the integration, we can search for a place, you can select Heathrow, and then go to New York. So this has been integrated already. Let's see if we can get some data. Still loading. Did load. I'll select the departure. Maybe I can let it be one way. Okay. And then why is it still searching? Okay, then here can choose one child. Okay, 0 infants. Wow, this is taking abnormally long. I don't know why. Okay. Just a moment. Let me deal with someone calling me right now. All right, let's move on. Let's continue building this amazing product. Can't wait to demo this to clients very soon. Okay, so now let's try again. London. Okay, was it London? Okay, then I think this happens because of the quick can I call it the quick search? I need to improve the search experience of this actually. I'll pick Tuesday, return on Friday, hit search. Okay, let's move. And like I told you, what I want to do is that when you search for a flight, it should come to this page automatically. Instead of saying searching, immediately come and the loading experience should be shown on this page. That is something I'll need to improve. So when you select a flight, okay, the flight price is finally confirmed, okay, and you can see traveler pricing, we have only one record, okay. Then after that, I can confirm and continue, okay. So now we need to work on this, okay. So when I click next, you see that we have the contact information, okay. You can select a country and stuff like that, but I want to eliminate it, okay. So I want here, okay, to be able to put valid information, okay. But before that, let us eliminate this contact page, okay. I want to keep it simple for us to just do the flight order, okay. And today, I promise I'll not go beyond abnormal hours, okay. So let's go to the code, okay. Minimize this a little bit, and we need, I can say, remove the contact section. What can I call it? Contact details, contact details, and credit and contact information. I've loved playing around with these tools. I think by the end of this project, I should have very good judgment on what AI can do and what it cannot do. And of course, the things I've not set up properly, like the MD file for Copilot, but we'll get into it soon. Let me continue reading contact details section. I'll remove the contact details. So I'll need to remove the contact info card, remove the contact state, remove the update. Okay, yes, this is not, this should be removed. Says update the progress variables, update the total steps from 3 to 2, remove the contact summary from the review step. That is okay. Okay, so yeah, when these tools generate for you code, make sure you always review. So as it keeps generating, says now let me remove step to contact information section. Okay, that is okay, which is this next station. Okay, it has been removed. That's why you see it's breaking. Okay, let's wait for it to finish. Okay, let me go back, select, continue. Okay, it's still working. We'll be patient. Okay, so let's go back and wait. Okay, so I like this is happening because of our persisted state. Yeah, and for now, actually, I'm trying to use artificial intelligence or this Copilot tool for generating user interfaces, because I think it can help me, but still understand it can help me for now. And then by the end of this project, I'll decide whether it's actually a good thing to use AI for this. But for UI generation, I think it's not been bad. So I can see that the interface contact info has been removed. This other one here, this use state has been removed. Update contact info has been removed. Total steps updated to 2. Okay, and say keep for now. So when I select, okay, this is okay. When I confirm and continue, so when I click, you see we have the review and confirm. Okay, so this is good. So you have this thing saying I agree to terms and conditions, blah blah blah, confirm booking. Okay, which is a good thing. So on this other end, I want to make sure that this page has valid information. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do, this document type. Okay, I want, let us start from gender, phone. Okay, let me start from this one here. This easiest, nationality. Okay, I want people to be able to pick any nationality. Okay, so let's start with this. I'll say in the contact travel information form, add all known nationalities. And if you're using AI and you know how to do it better, you can let me know. I want to show you something. If you go to Postman, okay, travelers, I want you see that we have date of birth, the name, gender, contact. In the document type, do we need nationality here? Insurance country, nationality. Okay, we have this. Are you seeing this? So it's required. There's no running away from it. It says no response. We may have to do it manually. I want to see what actual value it has under the hood. So I'll inspect. Click on this and come and click on. Okay, it says label. This is a select. Okay, it's using the codes. Okay, I see this that ES, DE, FR, GB, US. This is okay. This is what I was expecting, but I'm not sure if these are the correct codes. Okay, I'll need to say I'll add a comprehensive list of nationality to the travel information. Let me pick up. Okay, it's failing, so let me Google that. Let me see all nationalities. Oh, actually, the Amadeus documentation can have something like this. Okay, let me remove this. Are they called nationality codes? I'm not seeing any search here. I wish this had like a search. Go back to API overview. Let me try to sign in and see if there's a search. Let me try to log in. Maybe it will be enabled. As it logs in, let me look for nationality. I'll say all nationality names and codes for travel, for air travel. And I see if I can get results for this. Okay. Not airline codes. Let's see if Ada has something. These guys, okay. I don't think I'll get what I want from them. Let us see if this page loads. Wikipedia is only showing airline codes. Let me see if I search for United. No, it's not there. If I get back, wow, this page is loading forever. All right, here they are. Okay. So let me check, for example, but these are for only UK. That's the problem. It's not showing for all other for the other countries. Is this UK? If I say US, even the US code is not here. I'm going to have to research to get the codes, okay? Because we need it for this, okay? Otherwise, will not be successful with that. It's okay. I'll don't waste time searching here. We'll do it. I'll ask actually a partner, even here, these codes, okay? These codes need to be picked up from somewhere. If I go back to, I think country calling code and the number, all those are required. Okay. So let me inspect it myself. But even before that, I can say all country codes, all country phone code. There should be like an API. It can give us this. So open this, open that. Let me open this GitHub issue. Maybe it may actually have what I want. Let me open this repo. Wow. People have different. Look at this function. Look at this npm tool. Okay, so we have your all country codes. I think this is it. This one I think has all. I'm seeing starting from left letter A up to Z, Zimbabwe. Okay, so this could be the ones. Okay, shall try that. Let me look at this other one. I want to compare, because let me look for Zimbabwe is 263. Come here, go to the bottom. It's also 263. So I think they're both correct. I'm going to choose one. Okay. I'll close this. Someone says there's a repo. Help me see this repo. Are you seeing this repo? No. Let me see. When was the last commit? 8 months ago. 5 months ago. Probably. Let me see. But who committed? A bot? No, I may not trust a bot for now. Let me not get into that. NPM package published 9 months ago. Country code list. Let us see. I mean, this is something I can build on my own. Let me just give AI this, okay? So can copy all this. Just copy all from here. Copy so that we have all countries. Copy. So I'm going to start a new chat, okay? I give it the context of the entire frontend directory. Then here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, where is this? Progress bar. This is the item for steps. Terms and conditions. Previous. I'm looking for, what is it called? This one here, phone. No, just be here. Phone. Not that. Not that one. Not that one. Just be in the GSX. Yeah. So here, okay, I see these options. They have to change. Okay. So I'll select this. Command I or Control I. And I say create more options for the select tag to have all the country codes from the following data. Use a JSON file and import it. Then I paste the data down there. So it's saying Gemini, I want to use Claude 4.5. So let's see how it performs. I wanted actually to rest today, but let us do something small so that tomorrow I don't have to entirely kill the whole time. So that on Monday I resume, but maybe with some good energy. So here we are. Looks like it's done. Is it done? I never tried this inline edit. So I don't know whether the inline edit is done or not. But look at this. Okay. I see the select. Okay. We have country codes dot map, which is a good sign. So like if you know how map works, okay, takes in a function. Okay. Then we have the option, the key will be country dot country code. The value will be country dot Dale code. Then the value will be country dot Dale code, country dot name. Is that what we want? The saying country codes is not defined. Looks like inline edit is not accurate. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to simply copy my whole prompt and I'll close this and use the one that looks at the whole context. Okay. Yeah, actually, when you apply the things, the whole context is much better. It says it's creating a JSON file for this. I guess today most people are resting. Being a Saturday, usually people show up. Let me see. Let me check a bit more to see where I can record. Okay, I should have given it better context. Then also something else I need to change after changing this, if possible. She'll have to put here nationalities. I think I'll use the same thing to derive nationalities. Then for date of birth, I want to prevent someone from putting a date of birth in the future. For example, I can't, if today is 18th, okay, I cannot put date of birth like 25th. Okay, we need to have that kind of validation. Okay, so let's look at the country code JSON. So the country, the ISO value, and the code. Okay. So here I'm seeing about 244. My question is, how many countries are there in the world? Let me try to find out. How many countries are there in the world? 195 countries. Okay, but then why do we have all these country codes? Interesting. Let's go ahead and investigate the changes. Okay, we have the file, we have the import, and then we have this. Says country codes dot map. Okay, the function, the key is the country dot ISO, the value is the plus country code. I feel like this. Okay, so you see we have, this is not better, but wow, it's too long. Okay, it will need to be updated to make it better. It's too long. So let me inspect. I want to see the value. Okay, the values look okay. So what I want to do is this. I'll say keep, but I'm going to change something. I'll remove the ISO. I don't need to show the ISO. Okay, I only want to show the country code. So if I come back here, it should be better. Okay, but then later we need to make it searchable. Okay, let me see what country code was here. 34. I don't know what country that is. And this was the number. Wow. And they're not ordered. So the number of things I need to do, like sorting and stuff like that, to make this really usable. I just realized there's actually work. Okay. So you see that we have two issues. It says encounter two children with the same key. Maintain their identities. So there were two country codes the same ISO. I mean, two countries have the same ISO. So let me try to put the country.code. Two children, 61 keys. Wow. So which means when the keys were the same. Okay. Let me try to. So what is unique here? Can a country itself be unique? Let me say country as the key. No, but this will be the object. Country.country. Okay, the actual country name, and we see we found more duplicates. So let me try to use the index like this. And you see the key will be equals to I. Okay, that worked. So we have +1 plus 34. Then I had copied this number here. So ideally, you should have something like that. Then you enter the number. Okay. So now even selecting the nationality, we need the nations also to be populated here. Okay. But let us finish with this section. Here, I want someone not to be able to enter a date in the future. Like for example, you cannot tell me today is 18th, then I select this. This is wrong. Or I go ahead to and I select that my date of birth is 22nd November. We haven't reached November yet. So how can you say your date of birth is November? So I need to add that validation. Okay, let's see if AI can do it. Otherwise, we write it ourselves. Add validation to the date of birth field to prevent someone from picking a future date. Let's see if that works. One thing I'm realizing, even with AI, you still have to think. You have to think very critically. If you don't think critically, even AI can't help you. So let us review now the code it has written. It says max, okay, equals to new date iso string dot split t, the time, index is 0. Okay, it is trying to get the date. And if you look at this, says change it. Perfect. I've added the validation to the date of birth field. Here's what I did. Added the max attribute to the date input field with the added the max attribute to the date input field with the value set to today's date. Okay, says max equals to that. So the validation prevents users from selecting feature dates in the date picker. Uses new date.isostring.split, splitting by t, and picking the first element to get today's date in the format of that. Okay. So you know that t separates the date from the time. Okay. So split, just to explain to you. Okay. When you say split by t, okay, to split that t separates the date from the time. So it creates an array. Okay. So the first item which will be at index 0 will be the year. You get. So it says works natively with HTML5 date input, so users won't be able to pick any date beyond today. Provides immediate visual feedback. Feature dates will be disabled and grayed out in the date picker. The date picker will only allow users to select dates from the past or today, which is appropriate for a date of birth field. Okay. So if you don't know this kind of validation, AI also can't help you. Okay. So you see that I see when I hover over it, that is some small message which says value must be 1810 or earlier. So if I click, are you seeing now? We can't get a date of birth in the future. Isn't that good? Okay. And for an adult, think about it, guys. For an adult, shouldn't your date of birth be above 18? Okay. We can add validation such a way that we allow the person to choose maybe about something which is above 18. But let me stop at this. Okay. We shall add that validation later. So let me see in Postman what was the date of birth entered here. So I'm going to put 2000. Wow. Okay, so I'll accept this for now. I'll say keep. If I come here, I can select the same year. Okay, say 2000 January, like that. But this will need more validation soon. Okay. Then what else do we need to put validation here? So here I'll also this document type for the beginning. I want to deal with only passports. Okay, to keep it simple, I want to deal with only passports. So I'm going to also put data there. I'm going to put a validation for passports. On the passport on the document type field, only passports are allowed. Make it default and not changeable. That's the correct English. Someone I can't read your name well, but I think it is like Viber says, I want to learn FastAPI. Can you help me with it? Yes, I can help you learn FastAPI. First of all, if you want to learn FastAPI, okay, this is what I suggest. Okay, this is what I suggest. Okay, Patil, this is what I suggest. That I have a playlist. Okay, just like which one? Are you seeing this playlist here? I have this kind of thing. Okay, where I've been learning Kubernetes for the past like 30 days. I have a similar one. Okay, let me show you. I have a similar playlist. Okay, everyone. So I want you to come to this playlist. Okay, and take your time to study. Okay, study using this playlist. Okay, you're going to learn by reading the documentation. Okay, go through it as I do. Okay, step by step, step by step. Okay, Take your time. Like you see me, I took about 31 days. Okay. You have to be patient with yourself and study every day. Okay. You can watch these videos, okay, maybe at a faster pace and study and practice as I do in these videos. Okay. Then at the end, you can give me feedback, okay, and see. Maybe I can do a live stream where I help you, okay. I want to find a way whereby I can have interactive live streams whereby you guys can ask me questions and I answer, so that I share my experience with you, okay. Since I already know the basics, make some projects, but I can't go further like production grade. I want to become AI engineer. I know basic. Can you help me with advanced concepts? Okay, that's good that you want to become an AI engineer. I'm also into AI. I can't go further like production grade. All right. Um, I right now what you see me building, okay, is a project that is going to go to production grade. Okay. So what you can do is this. Watch not this, not this. This is football I was watching. I think I've lost that playlist. Should be not this. Everyone should be somewhere. Let me try to get it. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. Okay. So in this project which I'm building right now, in this video that you're watching, okay, my plan is to take FastAPI as the backend to production grade. Okay. So my suggestion is that maybe you watch the videos where I deal with FastAPI. Okay. But in the future, I'm going to go back to the backend and improve it. Okay. Improve the backend, build several things, and go beyond what is there currently. Okay. Because there's so many things I have to do to make the backend production grade. Okay. I have to improve the error handling. I have to improve the response types using Pydantic. I have to add logging. Okay. I have to add there's so many concepts that you can't learn. You can't learn in one occurrence. Okay. It takes time. Even if I was to tell you what to do to have a production grade, I can just tell you the concepts, but I can't teach them to you right now. Okay. But if you have something specific that you want me to help you with about making your project production grade, maybe I can create a video about it or a live stream or anything similar. Okay. So I hope that answers your question. Where was I? I think I can remove this. Yeah. So, but making a project production grade, first of all, I would say, I don't know if you know about environment variables. Start by handling your environment. Okay. Then after that, look at things concerning um, how you handle requests. Okay, because in production usually it's more of DevOps work. Okay, like handling how are you load balancing, how is your API gateway working, how are you handling security, how you handling logging, how you handling events. Okay, things like that. There's so many things we can talk about a production grade application concerning requests, concerning security, concerning data, concerning architecture. Okay. But the goal of this page I'm building is for a startup. Okay. So I'm pushing it towards that step, that direction, step by step. Okay. We shall reach there. Okay. So you will, okay. You cannot go to production grade, of course, instantly, but like you've learned, you know some basics. We shall reach there slowly by slowly. Okay. Yeah. So it says you really have high quality content. I will sure go through it. Not many YouTubers cover all this. Yeah, I've not covered all of it already right now, okay? But as we build this project, okay, I'll make sure I cover the concepts you need, okay, to have a production grade application, okay? And this is something I'm going to build for a very long time, okay? By the end of next month, if possible, I want the MVP to be ready, okay? So that I test it out on the market before my clients. Then they start using it, they give me feedback, improve it, okay? Then throughout the life of it, maybe like up to maybe like mid next year, okay? Up to mid next year, I'll continue updating features, okay? Updating features beyond the MVP live, as you see, okay? Then at some point, once I'm sure, even this year, let me say with the MVP, if with the MVP I've covered most of the topics, okay? That someone needs to create an actually from your question, let me just try to do this, okay? The my MVP should include most of the topics that are required, most of the topics or concepts that are required to have a production grade backend, okay, using FastAPI. So we'll do that, okay? And to have a production grade backend, sometimes you also need DevOps concepts. That's why you see on this channel, there are videos where I've talked about AWS. You'll see me work with the AWS. You'll see me work with Docker. You'll see me work with Terraform, okay? I'm also going to work more with AWS because there's something about AWS that I need to explain to you guys to make you good. Okay. There's also some concepts concerning Terraform. Okay. You've also seen me work with CI/CD, GitHub Actions. So watch, there's a video on that in this same playlist for these videos. There's so what we need more for DevOps, I need to talk about AWS again. Every morning I already study Kubernetes. Okay. So Kubernetes will also be required at some point. It may be overkill for this project, but it is an important tool to learn in our modern day. Okay, tools like Kubernetes. That's why I learn it every morning, and later I'll apply it to the project. Okay, with or without the MVP requiring it. Okay, then I also plan to create a video about everything concerning Docker Compose, Docker networking, Docker volumes, just that, everything about Docker, because I'm studying Kubernetes, but I've discovered some people who are learning the Kubernetes with me don't actually know Docker. So I want to put a video where a person can watch only that one video and they know like 98% or 99% about Docker. Okay. So let's continue. Let's continue. I see time. Wow, we are 42 minutes past time. But we've done something, okay? So wherever we'll end, since it's being a weekend, I want to rest early today. Okay. So you see, passport type is, for now, I want only passport to be the document type. Okay. Document type only passport. I don't want any other. Okay. You see? So when you go back here, it looks like it has worked. So let us check here in the code. Okay. So it has, of course, it has given us explanation. It says I've changed from a select drop down to a read only input field, set the value to passport, made it read only so users cannot change it. Okay. Added visual styling with BG background, gray 100, and cursor not allowed to indicate it's not clickable. Okay, that's okay. But let's now read the code. Okay. So when you come to the code, we see that the previous select has been deleted. All this in red means it has been deleted. Okay. If you've been working with Git, you know this. The entire previous thing has been deleted. And the new one is not a select. Okay. Because I don't want you to select between a passport or ID card. For the MVP, I want all users who are going to use this system to have passports. Okay. Initially. So look at this. We have the input replaced with a simple input of type select. Excuse me. Which is okay. Okay. Then the value is passport, and it is read only. Okay. And if you look at the styling, let me keep it because I agree with this. So where is this? Where is it? It's here. Okay. See the border gray. It has been rounded. The styling. What makes it styled like grayish is this BG gray 100. So of course, it's not a Tailwind CSS tutorial, but if you don't know what Tailwind is, you can quickly search about it and watch like a 20-minute tutorial. Okay, you'll know what Tailwind is. In fact, if you know CSS, just hover over the class like this, and you'll see what it's doing. So you see, the cursor not allowed class is here. Okay, to help us bring that symbol of a cursor. Okay, on it. So if I go to it and I hover over it, you see that class, what enables that cursor to appear is cursor not allowed. If I do this, if I remove this, okay, like that, and I come back, you see it is grayed out, but that cursor, that symbol is a zero or a circle with a cross in it is not there anymore. Okay. So to put it back, if I put it back, okay, you see it is back. Okay. It's a good thing to have. Okay. All right. Now, expiry dates of passports. This is something I'm not sure about. Okay. Of course, your pass. Wait, can your passport expire in the past? Hmm? Or by the way, you can put an expiry date of your passport when it has already expired. Maybe like for example, I say expiry date is this, but this will be invalid. Okay. I would expect if someone is putting in a expiry date of a passport, it is in the future. Guys, what do you think? I need to ask my friends in travel and my co-partner. Let me see what was valid here. I put this. You see, I put 2026 0414. This is the future date. Guys, what do you think? Guys who are watching, what do you think about this? Okay. Type in the chat box. I'm a person who believes I can learn from anybody. Passport expiry date. All right. I think I'm going to let me prompt AI. Okay. I'll say what is I don't want to change. I will say ask. I'll say what is proper validation for the passport expiration date. Hit enter. If you're enjoying this, like the video and share it with people in your network, and let's grow this community. So it says for passport expiration date, here are the proper values. Must be a future date, cannot be expired. Okay, that's correct. Must be at least 6 months beyond travel date. Most countries require this. Should have a reasonable maximum. Okay. Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to add only this. Okay. Because sometimes it may not be six months. Okay, let me just since you say let me update the passport expiry field with proper validation. Okay, so I can see there it wants to create it has two helper functions. This one says get mean passport expiry dates. Okay, so it has a variable called today, which represents the current date. Then we have min date, which is still the today. Then it says min date dot set month. Okay, min date dot get month plus 6. So it is getting the current date. Okay, and adding 6 months to it. Okay, this is return mid date dot iso string dot split. This simply means return the year part. Remember, a date time object in JavaScript is made up of a date and time. So this T simply splits the time. Okay, using the T splits the date from the time. Okay, and that creates an array having 2 elements. So the element at the first index, which is index 0, is the date. Okay, so this is the minimum date. Okay, so this is for at least 6 months. Okay, then it says the get max passport date, does the same thing. Okay, then it gets 10 years. Okay, saying passports are 10 years maximum validity. I'm not sure about this. I'll need to consult. Okay, I'll need to consult, especially when the clients will be testing. That's when I'll discover certain things. Okay, and then it now applies them here and here. Okay, values go traveler dot documents dot expiry date. Okay. All right. Let me go back to agent and say add the validation to the code. Yeah. But sometimes when you have proper validation, you can even save time. So let us see. Later, these functions have to be put to different. But it says you can also add one validation like passport date should not be lower than current date. Okay. So these are the things I've been reviewing. It has simply done the same thing. Okay. So this should change anytime from now. Okay. So are you seeing this in the past has been disabled? Okay. So you cannot select the past date. That is good. Okay. Shouldn't select the past date. So I'll keep. Okay. That's what we reviewed. Now, okay, here. I think it has been in 2026. And it should make code I put 2026 0414. So I can say 2026. 2026. I leave this, but look at the formats, okay? The format Amadeus expects, okay? This is something also we need to fix, okay? Because it can easily give us issues, okay? So I'll say format all date fields to use the format that is required by the backend. So sometimes, okay, you can say that AI can help you generate the code faster, but still you have to review the code. Vibe coding, I struggle to believe in vibe. I don't think there's such a thing as vibe coding. It's rubbish. And you guys who are learning with me and building with me, don't believe in that rubbish. Okay, there's no such a thing as vibe coding. It's rubbish. Okay, so just wait for the formats. Okay, looks like the backend. I think it's already okay. No, but when I input, it's not okay. Let me just keep it for now. I want to inspect this function called format date. Let us see. Gets the date, converts it to ensures it's a date object. Okay. Let me see if type of date is equals to string. Okay. Create a new date object. Otherwise, simply return that date object. Then they get the full year from this date object. They get the month. Okay. Then they generate the day. Then construct it, okay, in this format, the year, month, day. Let us see if it has worked. It has not, okay? It does not. We'll fix that later. That's why you see, I told you AI cannot do everything, okay? So here, countries, okay? Why don't we have all the countries, guys, okay? So I want to use the same list, okay, to fill in the countries, okay? But we can, so the one option is to fetch from an API. Another option is to use the JSON file we have. I'm going to try to use the JSON file. Then maybe later we can migrate to an API. Okay. But for now, I don't want to make an API request just for that. Use the country codes.json to populate this, to build let's select fields for nationality field, because yeah, of course we could test for only this, but let me just have them all here. Okay, I don't know how we put what we did here. Nationality to speak in the codes. I don't know if it's the same thing. Let me see. ES. Let me see. ES. I want to see if there's anything exactly like ES. That is Spain, the ISO. Okay. So you see ES is ISO. But now there are things like insurance location. Oh my God. There's work, guys, for us to do. There's work, a lot of work to do. We have to put the insurance location, the insurance date, the number, validity country, insurance country, nationality, holder. Travel is tricky. Okay. Daniel says, I believe under the hood, it sends the correct format. We could log and see. Okay. Yeah, Daniel, you have a point. Okay. We are going to log. Okay. We're going to log Daniel. And unfortunately, anything we shall review the code. Thank you, Daniel. +1 to that. There should be a way of where you reply to a message in the chat, but it's not there. That's correct, Daniel. So let's go back. Let's see. So here they are. Okay. But this is a lot. Okay. We shall need to get better input fields for this. Okay. See an error here. Okay. Still a key issue. So let's go to the code and we'll resolve it by ourselves. Okay. So here can you simply use the country.name. Okay. To be the unique. But no country.name, remember it failed. Okay. So I'm going to use the variable I that we get from the iteration here. So let us see. Okay, issue resolved. And select the nationality here. Okay. Probably now I can't search. Okay. So let us say, where is Spain? Spain is here. Okay, let's try. Okay. I want to try using the data in Postman here. To replicate. That's the first name. I don't know if it's like a fake thing that because I got this from Amadeus. Gender is male, date of birth. What was the date of birth we had put? 2000. Okay, the year. Come on, where am I going? So 2000, January 16, passport expiry. Just choose that. Document number. Where is the document number we had? This. Okay. The email. That. The phone. Actually, to test instead of doing that, I'm going to put like a JSON sample data, okay? For the traveler information that we can use to test. Okay, so I can say next. Where is that next? Let me first skip this for now and look for that next button. What's happening with capital N at the beginning? Okay, here it is. Okay, and next set current step plus. Okay, let me go to this function. Okay, this okay. I thought it maybe it had a trigger that had forgotten, but I'll leave it. But when this current step changes, okay, we need to, what is that function? We minimize this, something I'm looking for. Handle submit. I don't see how, what handle submit does. There's some function that we want to get rid of here. So they navigate to booking success. I don't need to do this now. Okay. Say total steps equals to 2. If loading. Why do we fetch the flight offer? I think these are things I had earlier on. Okay, let me first leave this. I know what that does. Then they send booking payload to API. We want to do this today. We need first, I want first to see something. Okay, this payload, okay, is also something that we shall need to see. So the console.log can remain. All right, next. Okay, I agree to the terms. Okay, but I want to see this confirm booking. Confirm, what is it called? Confirm booking. Was it with lowercase? Let me remove the restriction. Okay, it's right here. Confirm booking. I'm looking for the handler. Say button, type submit, disabled. So it's submitting or type terms accepted. But it has no handler. Okay. We need the handler. Let me see. It's submitting, processing. Who did? We need the handler. Okay. So when that should be this function, okay? Handle submit. Let me see where it's being used. Oh, the form, okay? The form has that handle. The handle is on the form. I've now got it, okay? This is me forgetting simple HTML and JavaScript. Crazy, right? So this is the handle submit handler, okay? So when you submit the form, call this function. Okay, that's okay. I was starting to wonder. Then I can, where are the buttons? I can minimize this button, okay? So this one must have type because this one has type of button, okay? This one, yes, it makes sense. So for it to work, the button must have type submit, okay? So when we click on this button, which has the type of submit, okay? And because this button is in the form, this, what is it? This on submit handler will be called. That is okay. That is okay. That's all I wanted. So I have disabled a few things. Okay, the function is here. I've disabled this call to the API endpoint. What I need to see is just this booking payload, okay? Logged to the console. Like Daniel, you said, okay? Daniel and okay, I thought I'd seen a new message, but there's none. So confirm, saying processing. Of course, this processing I'm going to have to disable it, okay? If you go to that button, okay, just to show you so that you understand what is going on. I think this processing, okay? This processing thing happens when we're in the is submitting form state. I mean, where is submitting defined? Submitting is what? You use state. You see, by default, is submitting is false. Okay, so when we submit, okay, we have here set submitting to true. Okay, so for this to stop moving, okay, we have to set submitting to false at the end. Okay. So that's why you're seeing it's continuous. It's not stopping. Okay. It's continuous. We shall fix that later. Okay. Just wanted to make sure you understand. If there are any things which are unnecessary, which I want to remove, like this payment info for now, let me remove it. Okay. Okay. So it's not unnecessary, but I just want to keep it minimal. Okay. So that we finish what we're doing now. Let me see the time. Wow. I'm 5 minutes past the hour. Let me try to conclude, guys. Let us see. Let us see our object. Okay. So look at the object, guys. Is there anything missing? We have the flight offer. Traveler pricings. Okay. This is okay. But there's something missing. The traveler info. Okay. Okay, the payload is the payload. Oh, yeah, this is the actual payload. I was wondering. So in the actual payload, we have the flight offer. Okay. Then if I come to travelers, I see. Look at the information. We have the contact data, email, this. Okay. Phones. So Daniel, this is what we're going to prove. Okay. We have what do we have? I see the phone number. It was a +1. So it didn't change. That's interesting. Date of birth change, documents, document the birthplace. I think if we come here to I think birthplace, yeah, we also need to add it. Crazy. So the birthplace needs to be added. Okay. Insurance location needs to be added. Okay. Insurance date, insurance location. Nationality is okay. The number is okay. Validity country is okay. Okay. What else is missing here? Gender, the name. Okay. This one is okay. Okay. So just one more try before I end it. Okay. So that we get clear context today before we end the stream. So how can I copy this as fast as possible? Okay, let me just put anything. I'm actually going to use this tool. Okay, I think we have this tool here, okay, called, I don't know if you guys know about it. This fake, is it called faker? Okay, it has put some random data, okay. So let us hit next. Agree, confirm booking, yes. Come here. Console, look at the, no, not this. I want this one here. The booking payload, okay. For the flight offer, we have no problem, okay. That one is valid, okay. Our issue should be here, the travelers. If it hasn't a problem, my friend, we're going to have issues, okay. We shall cry, okay. So we shall need to, okay, this is okay. Here we shall need to make sure all this is okay, okay. Date of birth. I see the, Daniel says, I see the date is in the right format. Correct. Thank you, Daniel. Good catch. Actually, it formatted in the right. Actually, Daniel, let me tell you something. From your question and what you've just commented right now, I've realized something. I'd misunderstood something, okay? I see in this function here, format for backend, okay? If I look, for its occurrences, okay? So let me get my minimum outlook. So the function format for backend, okay, is being used in get maximum passport expiry date and get min passport expiry date and get max passport expiry date. If we look for the usage of these functions, okay, it's here, okay, and look at the value traveler.documents.expiry date, okay. So I guess that has helped us, okay, but I'm going to investigate it a little bit more. Yeah, but Daniel, you were right. Your hypothesis was absolutely right. Very, very right. Thank you. I really appreciate. So let's see here. We also need to be careful here, okay? Because what I want to do, I want to make sure that at least for one traveler, okay, it's okay. If you can capture the correct details for one traveler, when you have multiple travelers, it will be easier. So let's do this, guys. Where's the code? Just as a test for today, okay? The test for today. And where is this code? Who is the handler? Handle submit. Okay, I'll undo this. Okay. So this is it, okay? But no. Let's handle this in the next stream, okay? Where we shall integrate the API. But even that, there's still some more work to do, okay? So I'll go back to previous, okay? There are things I'm thinking about, but no. Yeah, actually, yes. Here in the travel document, we need to add data, okay? I think I'll do that offline and I'll show you in the next video. We need to, where is Postman? If you see in Postman here, we have the insurance location, insurance date, the number, expiry date, insurance country, validity country, we have other things, birthplace, okay? We need this, okay? We need that to be captured here in the passport, okay? So when I add that, I think it will be good to go, okay? Then, yeah, but it will be very simple. I just prompt, then I edit it by myself, okay? Yeah, so in the next video, I'll show you that. Then after that, the next step should be now to integrate the endpoint, okay? Yeah, so integration always has some work, some good work to do. And if you're a front-end developer, this is a key skill for you to learn. Personally, yeah, I love backend more. Sometimes to avoid integrations, but yeah, sometimes work calls it, especially when you're freelancing and you need to get some money. All right, guys. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Patil4498. Thank you, everybody. Okay, let's continue building this wonderful community and this wonderful project. In the morning, if all goes well, those who are learning Kubernetes with me, see you there. Okay, I want to try to master Kubernetes for some really good time. Okay, I'm in no rush, but my goal is every morning to study Kubernetes until I master it properly, and then I can apply it to any project, including this one. And the same for you. So bye for now, and see you in the next stream.